sunshine and shadow, from darkness till noon, over mountains that reach from the sky to the moon. A man with a dream that will never let go, keeps searching to find El Dorado. So ride, only ride to the end of the rainbow. Ride, only ride till you find El Dorado. The winds become bitter, the sky turns to gray. His body grows weary, he can't find his way. But he'll never turn back, though he's lost in the snow. For he has to find El Dorado. So ride, boldly ride, to the end of the rainbow. Ride, boldly ride, till you find El Dorado. My daddy once told me what a man ought to be. There's much more to life than the things we can see. And the godliest mortal you ever will know is the one with a dream of El Dorado. So ride, boldly ride, to the end of the rainbow. Ride, boldly ride, till you find El Dorado.
Buenos días, jefe.
Buenos días, Miguel. Tomas, the big fellow, about 6'4", riding that Appaloosa stud out there. He came in here a little while ago.
He in the washroom. He shaves. He cleans up.
Thanks. Hi, Cole.
That's a voice I'd know anywhere. J.P. Harrah. Wait till I get some of the hope out of my eyes. I heard you were made sheriff. What's your idea of the gun?
Just till I find out which side you're on, Cole.
What do you mean?
I heard you were working for Bart Jason.
Well, nothing's set yet. He offered me good money, but I haven't found out what I have to do to earn it.
Would you like to hear?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Cole, that's about close enough to that gun.
I just wanted to see if you slowed down any.
And not that much.
What were you saying about Jason?
Well, he showed up here around the end of the war with a pocket full of money. Nobody seems to be able to find out where he got it from, but everybody else around here was broke. You know how it was then.
Yeah, all over Texas.
Well, having money, he started to grow. Now he can't grow any bigger until he gets more water. There's only one place to get it. Trouble is, somebody was there ahead of him. About 20 years ahead. A man named Kevin McDonald got here when there was nothing but Indians and coyotes. Mr. McDonald's got 4 boys and a girl, and they've all worked real hard. They hung together through all the rough times, and now that things are beginning to look up, McDonald's in no mind to sell. So he's holding, and Jason's pushing, and I'm standing right in the middle.
It's not the way it was told to me.
That's the way it is, Cole. I guess you're supposed to take care of me.
Well, not that I couldn't do it, Harrah, but I don't think I'd like that.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Not that I couldn't handle you, but I don't think I'd like that either.
Suppose I tell Jason that I had a long talk with you and you scared me off. Good enough?
Good enough.
Well, you can put that thing down now. There's something familiar about that gun.
I just had it fixed up the way you had yours. You got lucky with it. I thought I'd try it.
Ha!
Cole Thornton, you decent? You better be, because I'm coming in. Oh, it's good to see you. You know, when they told me you were here, I didn't believe them. I thought you'd forgotten all about me. I thought that... Oh, hi, J.P.
What's so funny?
This whole thing.
Do you know what she's laughing about?
I gather you knew him before you knew me.
Before you, I knew her when she was a kid.
Didn't you know that, J.P.?
I know you never mentioned that. Up until now, I thought you had good taste.
And up until now, I thought she had good taste.
Oh, I'm awful glad you two are friends.
We may not be when we think this thing over.
If you aren't, I'm through with both of you.
You know something, Cole? I think we better get ourselves a new girl.
Yeah.
You better not.
Why not?
I'm girl enough for both of you. Say, can I buy you a drink?
Well, I'd like that very much, but I promised J.P. I'd do something for him, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Of course, if you want to do my errand.
No, you do your own work, Cole.
Will you buy us that drink a couple hours from now?
Yeah, sure will.
Where is this Bart Jason's place?
Well, you take the main road north out of town, and after you cross the creek, you come to a big rock.
Big Rock.
That's right. That's McDonald's boundary.
McDonald's.
Yeah. You ride east from there about 3 miles, and you get to Bart Jason's ranch.
Monty, remember, I'm coming back. Oh, I left some things,
I'll take care of it.
Thanks.
You mad at me, J.P.?
You know better than that, Monty.
You must like that man. Want me to tell you about him?
You don't have to tell me about Cole.
I know I don't. That's why I want to. I met Cole right after my husband was killed. I did tell you that.
Yeah, you told me.
Well, there I was, stranded. A gambler's widow, not a chip to my name. Cole was awful good to me. Gave me a stake, helped me get on my feet. Never would take. I don't know, J.P. With Cole and me, I guess it's, I'll always think of him as a...
He's a top hand.
I guess so.
Yeah, well, Cole always was pretty lucky.
Have you known him a long time?
Yeah, I've known him a long time, since before the war. We've traveled some together.
Sure, I know what that means. It means either you saved his life or he saved yours, or both. Neither one of you will talk about it. Men.
Would you like it set to music, Monty, with a full orchestra? I'll see you, Monty.
Hey, don't forget to come back.
Well, I'm certainly not going to leave you alone with him.
You're not a friend. Hell.
McDonald! Captain McDonald!
Howdy, Roy. Something wrong?
Doc Miller sent me out. Said tell you Bart Jason hired himself a gun hand, Cole Thornton. And Thornton rode out there about an hour ago. Doc wanted you to know. Said tell you to be careful.
Thanks, Roy. Tell Doc I'm much obliged to both of you. Matt, you and Saul stay with me. We'll take these horses back to the ranch. Joey, get out to West Fork and tell Jerry to get back to the ranch as soon as he can. Luke!
Yes, Paul?
Get up there on that rock. If you see anybody coming, fire a shot in the air. That'll give us a little warning.
All right, Paul.
Wait a minute! I ain't finished yet. As soon as you fire that shot, you jump on your horse and hightail it, you hear?
I hear you, Paul.
All right, let's go!
Where can I find Mr. Jason?
He's up at the main house.
Gracias.
Mr. Jason, you got a visitor.
Cole Thornton?
That's right.
I'm Bart Jason. Been expecting you. Get off your horse and make yourself comfortable.
I won't be here long enough for that. Here's what's left of your expense money. Sorry about the rest of it, but that's a chance you take. I've decided against working for you.
Before you even talked about it? No, you wouldn't do that. You must have talked to somebody.
I did. The sheriff. His story is a little different from yours.
Well, perhaps the law doesn't quite see it my way. Since when did hired guns get choosy? You're paid to take...
I'm paid to risk my neck. And I'll decide where and when I'll do it. This isn't it.
You know, Thornton, I got an idea you just don't want to go up against Sheriff J.P. Harrah.
You know, you're just about right.
You think he's that good?
I tell you he's that good. And Mr. Jason, I see you don't wear a gun. So I guess you always hire it done. So I'll give you a little piece of advice. If this bunch is all you've got, don't tangle with Harrah, because they don't look tough enough to me to stomp a stringy jackrabbit.
No, Thornton. If that's the way you think, I don't want you.
Well, that's good enough. Hey, Fancy Vest. Go ahead and pull that rifle if you want to. But you better speak to your boss before you use it, because he'll be dead before I hit the ground.
Don't be a damn fool, Joe. Get over there and stand with the others where you can see it. I'll remember what you said, Mr. Thornton.
You do that. Yeah.
Don't shoot no more, mister. Please.
I won't. Let me have a look at it.
It's bad, isn't it?
It isn't good.
My insides feel like they're on fire.
Maybe I can make you more comfortable.
No, don't touch me. Please don't.
What's your name, son?
McDonald. Luke McDonald. I can't stand it.
Kevin McDonald's boy?
One of them.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get you home.
No, don't move me. Please don't move me. It's no use. I know it ain't no use. Pa told me. Just don't touch me.
Well,
But there were 2 shots, Pa.
I heard him.
Well, Luke ought to be back by now.
I know that. Oh, no.
Are we going, Pa?
Where?
Pa, Luke could be in bad trouble.
If he is, we won't be any help to him now. He went there to warn us. He's warned us. Better off here where there's some cover. So, found a good place inside that shed. Jose and Miguel, go with him. Danny, Felipe, come here. Over behind that wall. You guys, get in the house. Matt, we'll wait inside.
All right, Pa.
Matt, get over that window. Don't do anything like that.
McDonald! Kevin McDonald! Come out and get your boy.
He's dead, ain't he?
He's dead.
Jose, Miguel, get him down from there.
What happened?
Luke. He's been killed.
Well, I'm waiting to hear what happened.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. You left a boy out there to do a man's job. He went to sleep. When I came by, he woke up, jumped up, and started firing his gun. All I saw was somebody shooting at me from the rocks.
Cole Thornton?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't believe you.
Well, I don't care much, miss, whether you do or not.
Pa's handling this. Just wait.
Get in the house, girl. You said he was asleep? How do you know he was asleep?
He told me that. Told me his name. That's how I knew where to bring him. And he said you told him what happens to a man that's gut shot. How he hasn't got much of a chance. Did you tell him that?
Yeah, I told him that.
Well, then you're partly to blame. You'll find 2 bullets in him. One of them's mine. He was hurting worse than he could stand. Had a handgun that I didn't see. Any more questions you want to ask?
No. I guess you're telling the truth. I guess if you weren't, you would never brought him here. I'm much obliged to you for that.
It don't help much.
I reckon you won't shoot any more little boys, mister.
Next time you shoot somebody, don't go near them till you're sure they're dead.
I don't know why you're still alive. I don't know how I missed you from that range.
You didn't miss. Now get out of here.
JP, open that window, will you? Yeah, that's better. The smell of that chloroform's putting me to sleep. You better hold him, Maudie. Don't let him move too sudden.
All right.
You'll be waking up now.
It's all right, Cole. It's Marty. It's all right.
All right, Marty. Who are you?
The name's Miller. Some people call me a doctor and some other things, but I'm the only one in town.
Did you get the bullet out?
Nope.
Well, then, why this bandage? Let's get to it.
I can't.
Why not?
Because I'm not good enough. That bullet's right up against your spine. If I go hacking around in there to get it, I'll only finish what somebody else started.
So what happens?
Oh, you'll heal all right. But when you get to a big town, find a doctor who knows more than I do. One of them newfangled squirts. They'll fix you up in no time. But don't wait too long to do it.
Any chance of getting some coffee or a shot of whiskey around here?
Linda?
Linda, bring both of them. The doctor, can he be moved?
Oh, sure, in a couple of hours, but don't go bouncing him around.
He can stay here. I'll make him comfortable.
Well, I've got a fine bed over at my place. It's narrow and it's hard and it's uncomfortable, but he won't get bounced around.
Yes.
Senor Bull, he comes.
Bull always announce his arrival that way?
Same way, different tune. You better let him in.
What's that you're blowing, Bull? Advance or retreat?
Nary one. Couldn't let one of General Hood's Texas cavalry boys go away without playing goodbye.
Who's going away?
Cole's lighting out. He's leaving tonight.
You got any objections, Doc? I don't want to hear them.
I'm glad to get you off my hands. Where you going?
Sonora. Folks down there got a silver mine. A little trouble. Think I might be of help.
Well, I brung along a little red-eye in case the sheriff runs out. Somehow, I reckon he has. Been here a long time. Nobody's offered me a drink.
Well, why didn't you speak up, Bull?
I thought you'd never ask.
Marty, get him a glass, will you?
Well, what'll we drink to first?
Marty?
What's your outfit?
First Tennessee.
I guess I should have told you.
Go, sometimes you... I was hoping to see you alone before you left.
It's better this way, Marty.
Come back, will you?
I will
When you can forget Luke McDonald? When you can look at the other McDonalds and not feel you owe them?
Pretty wise for a kid, Marty.
I think you must be the only person who thinks of me as a kid, Cole.
I reckon I really don't.
Please don't.
see you, Morty. The way you make your living?
Golly, Cole, it sure is good to see you.
What sheriff had to hire you for a deputy?
You're looking at him. Hiya, Cole.
Todd Draper. The last time I saw you two, you were 10 jumps ahead of a posse raising dust for Mexico.
Hey, heard you got shot.
Yeah, but that was 6 or 7 months ago. How about supper? I'll buy you a beer, too.
We'd like to, but we're working men.
How about that canteen up the street? Good place to eat?
Good as any. You sticking around?
Day or two.
Well, we'll see you later, Cole.
Senor, your dinner will be ready in 1 minute.
Muchísimas gracias.
Oh, ¿quién está ganando?
Hey,
Buenas noches, señores.
Take something to eat. Comidas.
Sí, señor.
Let me have it.
Right away.
Something to drink, also.
¿Cómo no?
Señor Juego?
Oh. 5 and a 1. Lástima.
Charlie Hagan.
Yeah? You want something from me?
You don't remember me, do you?
No.
You remember this hat?
Well, why in the hell would I remember a hat?
You killed a man that was wearing it.
Ladies.
Sí, señor, sí.
Just who was this fella I killed? A friend of yours?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
When did I do this, boy?
2 years ago, come September. You and 3 others. Natchez under the hill on the Mississippi. He was a gambler named Johnny Diamond. And he was kind of an old man.